I believe climate change is a topic for everybody. We all have to look at it from our own perspective, and somehow, by miracle, we have to work together to make things happen. And when I'm saying make things happen, we're talking about having a result in order to either to alleviate climate change or to adapt to climate change. So, in my view, the first thing of all is communication. Different stakeholders, either citizens, companies, local authorities, schools, have to sit together, talk about what climate change is, what does it mean for every single one of them, and what type of changes in the society they have to make together. Because otherwise, we're going to be every single one of us working in their own particular area of interest. At the end of the day, when you try to see what the impact was, either it's very small, either you don't even know what it is because you have different methods of measuring it. So a resilient community has to work together in order to be resilient, and in order to find out what types of activities, what types of actions they have to make together in order to improve their resilience. It is a teamwork, and it is also a matter of having the same understanding of the terms, of the activities, of the impact, of the importance of the activities, and so on. The best strategies are the ones that get implemented, first of all. We've seen so many times strategies that have been written. People say they are perfect. Nothing happens afterwards. So the first thing when you look at a strategy, in my view, is to see what exactly are the actions that have to be delivered, by whom, by when, how much of a resource or how many resources do they require, and if you have those resources, because otherwise a strategy is just a composition on a piece of paper. Of course, we have all these big discussions about circular economy, resilience, sustainability, and so on. But these are words with no meaning if somebody doesn't actually do something which is very measurable. And measurements is something that I cannot stress enough how important they are. Because otherwise, you're just talking about things, maybe doing a little thing. But I don't know, for example, if you go tomorrow and plant 5 trees, which is amazing, do it. Is it enough? Or maybe you need to plant 5,000 trees, which means you have a different type of project in mind. You have to set it up, you have to measure to see if 5,000 trees is enough to reach your objective of decarbonization, for example, in that particular area. Well, most of the cities and of the counties, also in Romania, they have local strategies for sustainable development. In order for those to work, first of all, everybody who's involved and needs to bring some sort of input into the strategy and then into the activities needs to be on board from the very beginning, if possible, needs to understand exactly what's required from them and by when. And also there needs to be a monitoring system in place. For example, if I want to make a circular city, then I have to define what are the top 3, 4, 5 priority activities I have to deploy, who's going to do it, and by when we're going to get together and measure and monitor what has been done and define if it's enough. We have to go faster, maybe we have to involve more stakeholders, or we'll find the way we go and we continue going straight on as we have established. There is a particular city in Romania called Buzău, which has chosen its own objective to be the circular city of Romania, a model city for circularity in Romania. There is another town called Brașov in the middle of the country who wants to be the greenest city in Romania, but everything behind that has to be very carefully defined. What does it mean to be a greener city? Maybe I'm talking only maybe in the vision of the author. Maybe he's talking only about carrying people around on bicycles, but maybe something more there. Maybe it's about also selective collection of waste. Maybe it's about moving polluting industries outside of the town. Maybe it's about better usage of electricity and energy efficiency in buildings. All these things have to happen, which means somebody has to make them happen. Somebody has to do very specific stuff. which if it's not very properly defined and then monitored, might not happen, at least not in the time frame that we're looking for.